Yep. Well, Georgia beats the absolute soul and will to live out of Georgia Tech. Right, problem. And guess what? George Pickens had a catch today. Yep, that's right. We waited all season long to the last game of the regular season to finally see the most dynamic wide receiver in all of college football come into the game today against Georgia Tech and catch a hitch pass 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Man, it's over for everyone else now. Now that we have George Pickens catching hitch passes from Stetson Bennett, I don't see how anybody has a chance to beat Georgia. Not that they had a chance to start with, but it's pretty much a given now at this point. But no, in all seriousness, Georgia did beat the absolute bejesus out of Georgia Tech. No one was surprised. Georgia Tech could do nothing offensively. Georgia offensively did whatever they want. They ran the ball good. They threw the ball well. Brock Bowers had another great game. Ladd McConkey, pretty good game. Georgia's getting healthy and seems to be clicking at just the right time. So Georgia finishes the regular season 12-0. Georgia Tech finishes the regular season with 3 wins for the 3rd year in a row. My God, how do you bring a coach in and he wins 3 games, and then your athletic director's out here saying, "Oh yeah, we're bringing him back next year. We're not firing him. Good. Keep him forever." He's hot garbage is what he is. It's Jeff Collins. I don't like the guy. And on top of that, he's not a very good football coach in Georgia Tech. Not a very good football team. But I think everybody knows that. Anyway, so Georgia moves on to the SEC title game next week against Alabama. They play Auburn today at 3:30. I expect Bama to roll in that game, to be honest with you. I don't think Auburn can compete with them. So we'll see. Now, if for some reason, well, hell, I didn't think Arkansas would be able to compete with Bama either, but God almighty. Bama's not that good, but they'll probably beat Auburn. But, JT Daniels played in the second half today. Guess how many pass attempts JT Daniels had in the second half today against Georgia Tech? Guess! 0. Not a single damn one. So, here's the deal. It's Stetson Bennett and no one else. Georgia's going to win a national title with Stetson Bennett clinging to the coattails of the defense, or Georgia's going to lose the national title because of Stetson Bennett. One of those two things is happening. You can't sit JT Daniels on the bench for the last month of the season, put him in the game in the second half of a blowout, tell him to hand off 40 times, and then expect him to come in if you need him in the SEC title game or a playoff game and start lighting things up. So Kirby Smart has made his bed. Now we all have to lay in it, and I hope like God that the defense can hold whoever we play under 20 points the rest of the way. And if that's the case, Georgia's going to win a national title. So we'll see. Having George Pickens really doesn't mean anything, in my opinion, with Stetson Bennett. It doesn't. Stetson Bennett can't utilize George. We don't need George Pickens to come back so that he can catch 2-yard hitch passes behind the line of scrimmage. You can go back and look at the stats from last year when George Pickens played. His stats, he played 5 games with Stetson Bennett. He had 200 and something yards. Played 4 games with JT Daniels, had like 400 or 500 yards. Again, so I'm not even complaining about the quarterback situation. That's not what this is. This is Stetson Bennett. I'm on board the Bennett train. Choo-choo! Yeah, in the Stetson Bennett train, it's one of those little bitty, the Stetson Bennett train is one of those little bitty trains they have like at the fair. Or lights, or the Christmas lights at the South Place. One of those little bitty trains that the little kids can get in, the kiddie train. I'm all aboard the Stetson Bennett kiddie train. We're gonna go as far as we go with Stetson Bennett. Forget about JT Daniels. Forget about anybody else. So Georgia dominates. How long is this video? Okay, this video's been going for 4 minutes. I haven't said a single word about Michigan and Ohio State. There's a reason. I'll be back in about 10 or 15 minutes.